out to the side. So again, if you can only go down a quarter of the way, that's fine. The goal is that you're not coming up and down each time, and your whole body is shifting at the same time with you, okay? We are doing this for 45 seconds. And let's go. I'm gonna sit low to the right and back to the left. You can have your hands in front of you. You can move your hands a little bit. I really want you to feel that tension building up on the outside of your bum. We have 30 seconds. The lower you go, the harder it is, but I don't want to see you bouncing. Okay, 20 seconds, halfway. Good, last 15. So again, this is a good way to build up some strength in your quads without doing a full squat if you have some knee issues. Last 5 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna go one more time to the left. And stand up, that one is done. Okay, we're gonna go back to that plank on the ground. So again, you have the option to just hold the plank. You have the option to just do the knee drive, or you can do the leg lift to the knee drive. Okay, let's go 10 times left side. Up and in, up and in. Try not to shift your weight in your hips. 6 more. Last 3. Last one. Good. Same thing on the other side. I'm trying to show you a different angle. Let's go from here maybe. Okay, so I'm staying nice and stable on my hands. Up and in. It's a good way to get a little bit extra glute engagement when we're lifting that leg up. 5 more. Last 2. Last one. Perfect. First time I said perfect. Okay, so we're on our back again. We're gonna do those 10 glute bridges. On the 10th one, we stay at the top. We are marching 10 times. Feel free to stay at the top of the bridge while I do the marches if you find that a little too difficult for you. Again, we're focusing on squeezing your bum, pushing through your heels. Okay, we're on the ground. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, next one we stay at the top. Find your footing. Drive that knee back down. Drive that knee back down without shifting the weight in your hips. 6 more. Last 2. Okay. So those are the first 3 exercises. Next we are going to get into a side lunge. So we are going to do the version where my feet are staying still and I'm just shifting the weight in my hips. So to set up for this one, you have your legs nice and wide. You are nice and stable. I'm reaching my bum behind me as I bend my knee behind my toes, and I'm gonna come back up. So the idea is to imagine you have a stool behind your bum, reaching behind, coming back up. I'm also gonna add a reach with my opposite hand. So we're gonna stay on the right side 10 times, take a small break, left side 10 times. Okay, so legs are nice and wide, shifting my weight behind, reaching for my toes, back up, squeeze my bum. 10 times. Try to shift that weight behind as much as you can. Other leg stays straight. 6 more. 5. 2 more. Last one. Here we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Again, shifting that weight behind you, legs wide, and go ahead. Get as low as you can. My knee is staying behind my toe. So I'm reaching my bum behind. That's 5. Last 3. You feel this on the outside of your bum. Last one. Good. For the next round, if you found that was too easy for you, you can do the variation that we did last week, where you're stepping into the lunge and coming back up. Okay, next one, we're gonna work on our single leg. Hi, Omar. We're gonna practice doing a single leg balance while activating our shoulders a bit. Again, I always talk about how important it is to get pulling exercises in. We're in such a forward position when we're sitting on the couch, doing the dishes, reading, so we're gonna try to open up those shoulders while working on the glute by standing on one leg, because I know with a lot of our clients, balance is an issue. So I'm gonna show you again what it looks like. First, finding my balance, left knee is staying up in line with my hip, and my toes are pulled up towards my knee, really squeezing my bum on that right side. My arms are gonna be straight up, and I'm gonna pull my elbows down towards my rib cage, big squeeze in my shoulder blades each time. So just for the arms, they're up here, big squeeze down. Imagine you're pulling a super strong elastic down to your rib cage. So we're gonna do that 10 times, standing on the right leg, 10 times standing on the left leg. Try to stay in that single leg position for the whole exercise. And I want you to imagine that you're gripping the floor with your foot. So you're pushing your heel and your toes into the ground. That's where you're gonna get that stability. Okay, so find your nice position. I'm squeezing my bum, my core is tight. My leg stays up, arms up, pulling down. 9 more. It only works if you squeeze your shoulders. You can make this as hard or as easy as you choose. 6 more. Keep squeezing your bum on that standing leg. Keep your toes flexed on that side of the knee. 2 more here. Last one. Okay, we're gonna switch sides, find your balance. So again, you're digging into the ground on that left leg. Grip the floor, knee up by your hip. Core is tight, squeeze your bum, arms up, and go 10 times. 6 more. Whoop. Last one. Good. So a lot of the times when I'm giving these single leg exercises to my clients, they keep apologizing because they're losing the balance. The whole point of this exercise is to work on getting better balance. So if you find that you're toppling over, you have to put your foot down every time, it's no problem. That's the reason why we are practicing. And this is a little more of a stable way because you're not lifting that leg up and down. You're just learning how to stay there isometrically. Okay, next one, we are going to do something called a split squat. So same idea as those side lunges. We're gonna do a lunge, but I'm not gonna move my feet. I'm just coming up and down. So when you're doing this lunge, I want you to imagine that you're moving like an elevator. So your hips and your shoulders are coming straight up and down instead of leaning your body forward. So I'm gonna show you the setup. Basically at the bottom of your lunge, you should have 2 90-degree angles. So your front heel is under your knee, bottom knee is under the hip. We're gonna lift up from there. My feet are not gonna move. I'm gonna lower, come back up, squeeze my bum at the top. You can have your arms in front of you. They can be done by your side, doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna do that 10 times. Morning, Janice. We're gonna do that 10 times. I'm gonna start with my right leg behind. I come down, up, squeeze my bum. Okay, let's go for 10, and go ahead. 2. You're gonna feel this one in the back of the leg a lot, on the leg that's behind, in the quad and the glute of the leg that's in front. 5 more. 3, 2, last one. 1, go ahead and switch sides. I'm gonna show you on this way. Okay, so I'm going down, straight up. Notice how my hips, shoulders are staying in line. I'm not leaning forward each time. 6 more. 5 Last 3. Last one. Good. Okay, so that is the workout portion. We're gonna stretch it out a bit. Let's grab your mat if you haven't been on it the whole time. Okay, so I have my right knee on the mat. My left leg is in front. The leg that's down, I'm gonna reach that arm straight up in the air. You might already feel a stretch in your hip flexor. You can lean forward until you feel a bigger stretch. We are just holding there. And let's side bend over. Nice stretch along the whole right side. Come up slowly. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Slightly lean forward. Side bend. Okay, let's come seated on the ground. I'm gonna tuck my left knee in, so my left knee is bent. My right leg is nice and straight, reaching for those toes on the right side. Just gonna come a little closer while I do this. I know a lot of our clients, I'm sweating so much. I know a lot of our clients have been taking super long walks many days. You might not realize, but your calves are getting super tight with all that walking. So doing a lot of hamstring calf stretches are gonna help you to feel better as well. Please continue to go for walks. So while we're stretching, again, today was kind of just a basic workout, some very functional movements. If you found this was very easy, if you found this was very difficult, we are offering one-on-one virtual workouts with myself or Dahlia, where we're gonna build a workout that's better for you, knowing what kind of movements work for you, what you wanna work on, what are your goals. You can also invite a friend or two to do it with you. On, who knows what day it was, a couple days ago, I led a class of 8 people through the Zoom, so it was kind of like today, where I did the workout. It was 8 people, it was a 45-minute workout, and it was super fun as well. It's a good way to connect with friends. You're welcome, Linda. It's a good way to connect with friends who are living in different cities. You can all do it together at the same time. We are also building programs for people who have equipment in their house and they want specific workouts for them. You can either ask for 1 or 3 programs. We will email it to you with short little video clips of how to perform each exercise as well, and then we will continue to do these live ones every Tuesday. Okay, we're gonna lie on our back. Okay, I'm gonna keep my right leg straight on the ground. I'm gonna pull my left knee tight into my chest. I'm gonna relax my head. Now with my right hand, I'm gonna pull my knee across towards my other hip, but I don't want you to rotate off your back. I want you to keep your back on the ground. You're just pulling your knee across enough that you're gonna feel the stretch on the outside of your leg and into your glutes on that left side. Go ahead and switch legs. Right knee pulling in. And pull that leg across. And last one, we're going to come in a cross-legged position. Okay, my sit bones are on the ground. I'm gonna reach my hands in front of me as much as I can, keeping my hips low in between my legs. Really good stretch for the outside of your legs, lower